Hey, welcome to another Flare Court Media Tech video. I'm Jason, and on today's episode I have a wireless microphone. This one is the Wireless Go by Rode, and what it is a microphone that you clip onto the collar of your shirt. And it actually has a microphone built in, and then it transmits the signal wirelessly to the receiver that you attach to your camera or other audio recording equipment. This would be similar to some lavalier mics that you have. You put the lavalier mic here, it runs down your shirt to a pack that then sends off to the camera as well. My normal audio setup is a little different in the fact that I rely on shotgun microphones quite a bit, or I have a lavalier mic that records to a pack on my back and doesn't get sent into the camera. I've always liked to use the camera as a backup audio, just in case something else goes wrong. I like to know that no matter what, I can fall back to the camera. This was just released this week, and so I'm going to unbox it as well as give you some audio samples comparing this to the other prosumer level audio equipment that I have. I actually have an entire case full of nothing but audio equipment, and this is just the stuff I use the most often. Because in the last year and a half, I've actually spent more time and effort trying to improve the audio of my channel than I have the video. And to those of you that don't make videos every day, you might say that seems a little counterintuitive. Shouldn't you spend more on video? But people are used to lower quality video. We're so used to streaming video that lowers its bitrate depending on your internet speed, that we're okay with a lower quality video anymore. And even low quality video is usually viewed as good enough. It's not till something looks amazing, like the OLED 4K TVs at Best Buy or something like that. It's not until we see something outstanding that we say, this looks great. We don't normally say, this looks like crap. We just say, this looks good enough. But audio is the complete opposite. The great is what most people are used to and expecting, and anything less than great, our ears say, this just doesn't sound right, or oh, this buzzing is annoying, or oh, this clicking is annoying. We're much more sensitive to audio than we are actually video. And so it makes a lot of sense to improve your audio rather than your video. And so if you're just starting out with videos, odds are your camera you have right now is good enough. The next piece of equipment, if you're interested in improving, I would recommend is looking into microphones, because audio is so much more important than video. I would also much rather spend my post-production time improving the video by color grading and doing things like that than I would trying to improve really bad audio. Audio just is so unforgiving that it makes sense to have as clean an audio signal as you can. And so by putting the audio close to your body makes a lot of sense. Alright, so let's go ahead and unbox this. And when I see online, most people are complaining that it's really hard to unbox and they just end up having to rip the package. Which seems like a weird thing to give low stars on. So let's see if it's as hard as people say it is. Nope, that was pretty easy. All of you Amazon people who say, oh, you have to just rip into it. That was easy. You do have to rip the little tab, but it's okay. Alright, so it just kind of explains things right away there. Oh, they're little. Yep, just instructions right on the box. I mean, I knew these were small. Oh, okay. There's one and two, along with a USB Type-C, thank you, to a Type-A. I'm okay with this, but soon everything, both ends, USB Type-C. Oh, there's one for each of them. Nice, so you can charge both of them at the same time. I thought on the side of the box it was saying it just came with one Type-C cable, but apparently it's two. We also have a little windsock, two of those. The trademark red Rode bungee cord with the two microphone tips. 3.5 millimeters, some E-sorb, instructions, and a little bag for all of that. So while those are charging, let me tell you what we're going to be comparing it to today. First off, we're just going to be using the in-camera audio. I'm actually going to use this camera up here. It's my Sony FDR-AX53 camcorder. So we're going to go with that. We're also going to go with the Rode Video microphone. And if I can get this cover off. It's a little mini shotgun mic, also by Rode, who made the wireless Go we're going to be checking out. There's that bungee cord. This is a nice, inexpensive shotgun microphone for when your camera is just a little bit further away. You can plunk this on top. And I've become okay enough with this that I'll often completely bypass the Sony's audio and just use this one exclusively because I know I'm going to get good quality out of this. In addition to that, I have the Zoom F1 field recorder, and this is what I was talking about when I said that I have a lavalier microphone that goes down and records into a device. This has a belt clip on it, and so it doesn't stream it back to the camera at all. It's all on house. So it does the lavalier microphone, which you've maybe seen in some of my videos, or you can attach a number of the capsules. And so here I have an actual shotgun microphone from Zoom, and you can attach that on there, and using this clip then you can mount it on top of your camera and have it like a shock absorbing boom camera. But so far I've mostly only used it for the lavalier. And the thing I hate about this is the cable running down here. So many times I've turned and ripped it right off my shirt. In addition, I can just quite never figure out how to get it so it doesn't make a whole lot of noise. And so I'm hoping that this Rode Wireless Go microphone that we're looking at today will help solve that, because there won't be any cable. It'll just be going back to something. We're going to be recording the Wireless Go into a Zoom H5 field recorder. And this way it will eliminate any camera bias, because some cameras have better amplifiers or preprocessors, and this I know has a good clean bass floor, and so we're going to record into this to make sure that we're getting a solid audio. So I've got enough charge on them to go ahead and show you how they work. I'm not going to go into the nitty-gritty details. Other channels might do that better than me. I just want to show you the basics, and then we'll do the audio test. So you just hold the power button to turn them on. The receiver has a nice little screen. It's really easy to see. That's a nice looking screen. The one on the right is your link. I'm linked to the receiver, and the one on the left is power. Tell you that's on. The receiver then also has the microphone right up here and a microphone in. So you could attach a lavalier mic to it as well. But the whole point that I'm wanting to use it for is to just hook it on right here. I have to find a good spot for it on a collar, but to hook it on and then use the microphone here, and because I don't like that lavalier microphone. That's the whole point I'm trying to get away from. And then over on the receiver, you have a linking button to link these up should something go wrong. You have a DB button, and the DB button has 3 different levels, and it's not going to show up on here that you're changing it. The only way it shows up is on your whatever you're pumping this into. So you plug with the bungee cord into your camera or audio receiver, and then each time you click this, it'll go from quiet to medium to loud on what it's pushing out. This only shows the recording level of the microphone and not what's actually being recorded by your camera or other device. I wish it did tell you what level you're on when you click the button through it. I wish it would say you're on low, medium, high decibel output. So you just have to monitor whatever it is that you're actually recording into. Other than that, USB-C, like I said, and that's it. They're pretty simple devices. The transmitter also comes with these 2 windsocks, which are really cute. And so they just have little clips that you pop right on there, and then that way the wind, or hopefully your clothing, because I get that quite a lot, my clothing rustles, and the lavalier mic picks it up. So hopefully that'll help with both wind and clothing rustle. They have a purported 7-hour battery life, and you can use up to 8 of them in one location at a time. Would be really cool if you could mic up like 8 people at a wedding and have it all go back to one master receiver and one audio recording source, but unfortunately that's not possible. It does require a one-to-one relationship with one transmitter and one receiver, but you can use 8 pairs in an area at a time. It does use the 2.4 gigahertz band, which you would think would be a bad thing, but they say it works just fine in noisy environments full of Bluetooth and internet wireless traffic, because they use something that I think is probably like their proprietary jargon. It's called Digital Frequency Agile System. And what I think that probably means is it just when one channel gets noisy, it automatically hops to a channel that's not noisy. I could be wrong, but that's my guess. So one interesting thing is that the receiver does have a clip, and that clip fits into a hot shoe mount. But something to keep in mind is, like my Sony up here, it actually doesn't fit because of this door. It's barely clipped on there. So keep that in mind when you're trying to decide where you're going to stick this. So let me show you the testing parameters. What we have here is the receiver, and that's going up into the Zoom H5. And then we have the Rode Video Micro, also going into the Zoom H5. And then we're going to be recording with the onboard Sony audio. And then over here we have the Wireless Go on-person transmitter. And then we have the lavalier mic with the Zoom field recorder. One thing I've noticed while working with the Rode Micro during the shoot is, one, that this is a fingerprint magnet. This glossy surface just picks it up like nothing else. But two, my power button on the receiver unit doesn't work very well. I've already contacted Rode to see about getting it serviced or replaced. Unfortunately, I can't just take it back to the store because they're completely sold out. This is a very popular item right now. But if you look here, if I push and hold, you're supposed to hold it for 3 seconds to turn it off. Nothing. But the little actuator switch is like right here, so something got messed up. The power cable plug-in is a little tight too, but if I use my left hand, I hit the switch slightly better, and lots of times I can get with just my left hand, but my right hand is really hard. So we come back here with the right hand. Nothing. The transmitter unit is just fine. I can feel the difference when I push this button. It's like you can just feel that I'm actually clicking the button, and here it depresses much farther. So hopefully Rode will get back in touch with me and send me a replacement unit for this, because it's really annoying when it doesn't work half the time. For this comparison, I picked out 2 speeches from famous funny movies. The first one is much louder, and the second one will be a more subtle thing, so you can hear the peaks and the quiet. The first one is from National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, and this is where Chevy Chase is screaming about how much he hates his boss after he's received the wonderful gift of the month, Jelly Club. That's the gift that keeps giving, Clark. Anyway, I can't recreate his performance, so this will be my performance, so just forgive me. Here we go. Hey, if any of you are looking for any last-minute gift ideas for me, I have one. I'd like Frank Shirley, my boss, right here tonight. I want him brought from his happy holiday slumber over there on Melody Lane with all the other rich people. And I want him brought right here with a big ribbon on his head. And I want to look him straight in the eye And I want to tell him what a cheap, lying, no good, rotten, four-flushing, low-life, snake-licking, dirt-eating, inbred, overstuffed, ignorant, blood-sucking, dog-kissing, brainless, hopeless, heartless, fat-butted, bug-eyed, stiff-legged, spotty-lipped, worm-headed sack of monkey crap he is! Hallelujah! Holy crap! I wasn't sure I was going to make that. So that was the loud one. All of the audio is recorded at the same time, so we're going to go back here and just cut between it so you can hear the same recording just from the different microphones. And I want to tell him what a cheap, lying, no good, rotten, four-flushing, low-life, snake-licking, dirt-eating, inbred, overstuffed, ignorant, blood-sucking. And I want to tell him what a cheap, lying, no good, rotten, four-flushing, low-life, snake-licking, dirt-eating, inbred, overstuffed, ignorant, blood-sucking. And I want to tell him what a cheap, lying, no good, rotten, four-flushing, low-life, snake-licking, dirt-eating, inbred, overstuffed, ignorant, blood-sucking. And I want to tell him what a cheap, lying, no good, rotten, four-flushing, low-life, snake-licking, dirt-eating, inbred, overstuffed, ignorant, blood-sucking. All right, now for the more subdued speech. This one is from Ferris Bueller's Day Off, where he's telling the audience how to get away with faking sick. The key to faking out the parents is clammy hands. It's a good non-specific symptom. A lot of people will tell you that a phony fever is a deadlock, but if you get a nervous mother, you could land yourselves in a doctor's office. And that's worse than school. So what you do is, you fake a stomach cramp, and when you're bent over, moaning and wailing, you lick your palms. It's a little childish and stupid, but then so is high school. All right, so let's go ahead and listen to that one again real fast, cutting between the two. And that's worse than school. So what you do is, you fake a stomach cramp, and when you're bent over, moaning and wailing, and that's worse than school. So what you do is, you fake a stomach cramp, and when you're bent over, moaning and wailing, and that's worse than school. So what you do is, you fake a stomach cramp, and when you're bent over, moaning and wailing, and that's worse than school. So what you do is, you fake a stomach cramp, and when you're bent over, moaning and wailing. Well, that is the Rode Wireless Go microphone system. I'm really looking forward to trying it out so I don't have to have the cable dangling around. It should be much faster to mic up if I need something close to me instead of a boom microphone. If you're interested in picking one up yourself, I have an affiliated link down in the video description below where if you use that, you help support the channel. Well, that's going to do it for this episode. If you appreciated the information, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. It helps other people find the video when they're looking for more information on this product. And then while you're at it, subscribe if you want to see more tech videos or travel vlogs or the camping adventure type videos I do. We just hit 200 subscribers, which is really great. I know it's not much, but to me it's a lot. And I appreciate every single one of you. And I'm looking forward to the next 100. Seeing that counter keep going up, it just means that at least I'm doing something some people like. So thank you very much. But until next time, I'm doing what I love. Keep doing what you love. Thanks for watching.